April on the homestead. What a month. It's one of the busiest times of the year, but also one of the most rewarding. There's a real shift in the air, the kind of shift that makes you slow down, take a deep breath, and realise life is stirring all around you. April brings with it a flurry of jobs, but also the beauty of new beginnings. Buzz on the trees, bees returning to the blossoms, and birds announcing the sunrise just a little earlier each day. And this year, we've been lucky in East Yorkshire. For a change, it's been warm and sunny, just what we needed to really crack on with preparing the garden. Our main focus this month has been getting ready to transplant the seedlings that, all being well, will feed us for the next year. Let's take a look back at everything we got done in April here on Bash Homestead. First up, seeds, and more seeds. If March was about planning, then April was about action. We spent countless hours sowing tray after tray of seeds, everything from brassicas to tomatoes, peppers, courgettes, and herbs. The propagators have been full to bursting, and our windowsills, let's just say they're more greenhouse than home right now. But it's all part of the process. These tiny seeds will soon become the food that sustains us through the next seasons. And there's something deeply satisfying about seeing those first little shoots emerge, a gentle reminder that life continues no matter what. Alongside the sowing, we've been busy preparing the beds. Every square inch of soil has been topped up, mulched, and shaped into rows and patches ready to receive our precious seedlings. Raised beds have been topped up with compost, new ones have been constructed, and everything has been mulched and watered with care. It's physical work, no doubt, but the kind that grounds you. You finish each day tired, muddy, and sore, but smiling, because you can see the progress. You can feel it in your hands, in your back, and in the rhythm of each task. But it's not just about the jobs. One of the most beautiful things about transitioning to a homestead life is what it teaches you about presence. Out here, the pace is slower, but the work never stops. Nature doesn't wait for anyone, and it has a way of setting your priorities for you. You find yourself becoming more in tune with the world around you, more connected to the seasons, to the soil, to the simple joys of fresh air and birdsong. And in that rhythm, you start to notice the little moments that used to pass you by. Like the first ladybird of the season, or the smell of the earth warming in the sun, or the way the light changes in the evening as the days grow longer. These aren't just chores, we're making memories, and even on the hard days when nothing goes quite to plan, there's a deep sense of purpose in it all, a feeling that this is exactly where we're meant to be. As the days have been warm and dry, there's been plenty of watering and lots of filling up buckets for potatoes, and I must have sorted the polytunnel out at least 100 times as I wondered where I was going to put all of my seed trays. We even got the baby her own greenhouse in hopes we could have some space back because toddlers, well, you know. But there's nothing more priceless than seeing her love the life she's living on her own terms. One of the biggest jobs this month was planting our new raspberry garden. This was a proper family effort, digging out the space, laying out the rows, and carefully planting each cane. We chose a mix of summer and autumn fruiting varieties to stretch the harvest as far as we can. With a bit of love and patience, these will give us fruit for years to come. There's something symbolic about planting fruit like this. It's not instant. You won't see big results this season, but you are planting for the future. For sweet berries in summer, for jam in winter, for memories made picking fruit straight from the bush. It's an investment not just in the land, but in the life we're building here. And then there's everything else going on around us. April has been full of those small, powerful signs that nature is waking up. The trees have unfurled their first leaves, bees have returned to the garden, and birds are busy building nests all over the place. Every day we've noticed something new. A hedgehog rustling in the undergrowth, frogs in the pond, blossom exploding on the trees. You blink and suddenly everything's green again. It's like the whole land is coming back to life, and it's impossible not to feel a little bit revived yourself. As part of our push to become more self-reliant, we've also expanded our growing space. That meant building a whole new veg patch from scratch, and although we ideally would have preferred a no-dig approach, it just wasn't feasible this year, and we're okay with that. We're aiming to grow enough food to keep us going for the year ahead, and that means thinking bigger, planning smarter, and getting things set up now while the weather's on our side. The beds are now ready and waiting. Some are already planted out with onions and hardy greens and early crops. Others are holding space for the seedlings that are nearly ready to move out. It's starting to look like a proper working garden, and we couldn't be more excited about it. So, that was April. A whirlwind, a workout, and a refresh all in one. Full of hard work, full of sunshine, and full of life. Thanks for spending a bit of your time with us here at Have a Bash Homestead. We can't wait to share the next chapter with you, watching the garden grow, the seedlings take hold, and this little homestead bloom into something even more beautiful. See you in May.